Hi, how are you doing? I'm up at Saffron, Walden on a supercar drive day. I'm going to be driving a Ferrari, forgotten what model, and I'm going to be driving the Audi R8, which I really like the R8s actually. So I'll try and get some footage. I'm going to get the in-car camera footage, so you can get that off of them. So we'll see how we do and see what I think of the cars for myself. I mean, everyone does their own reviews on the cars. I'll give you my personal opinion on the cars, see what I think of them compared to what I've been driving over the years. Okay, let's go and have a go. Keep the wasp, we don't want the wasp.
Take it with you, please.
Oh,
one more.
Oh, God. Photos. Embarrassing. I'm only... Cool.
Right, let's go. After the Aston.
What about the Aston? Yeah, let him get out of the way.
That's he's coming into the pits.
Is he?
Yeah, let's go. Two.
Straight up here. Change up?
No, not yet, let's let it round. Yeah, let's go.
Sorry?
Put a foot down. Into fourth. Down two for me. And once we're in a straight line, let's foot to the floor. Up again. And another. And let's slow it down. Slow it down. Down one. Good. What do you think? I'll foot down the way. Just to the left. Across to the right, let's put our foot down. And up again. Slowing it down. Not too much, not too much, come on.
Which way?
That way, same as last lap.
Right, are we going
Right across to the right hand side, yeah.
I've lost track of how many laps we've done. There's Brands Hatch the last time, incidentally, so you can't really go the wrong way.
Yeah.
Plus I know Brands Hatch well, I've driven there a lot.
So, once we go in a straight line, let's give it some.
Let's stay on.
Slowing it down into first for me. We could park it into a black Ferrari, that would be right.
This side of the black one.
Yes, please. And let's stop.
There we are.
Stop. Cool. So what did you...
Going the wrong way.
Start unwinding your lock, you can start feeding your power back in.
Have you been a driving instructor at some point?
No, I've been doing this for quite a few years now.
I was a driving instructor for 30 years. You sound like Shall I change?
Yeah, change up with the right pedal. But all we're going to do around here, we always have a lift. No need to brake, just lift. Have a look, see if anyone's there. There's not, so we can proceed. So squeeze on the throttle pedal now. Right pedal up. Cones each side, that's all you need to remember. The of course blends up to the right hand side, and there's an open left-hander that goes into that hairpin right. As we get through the open left-hander, that's when we're going to start looking at going towards a brake pedal. So onto the brake pedal now, as we start slowing the car up in a controlled fashion. Left pedal down, and left pedal down again. And I can see a dog over there, so to just radio that in a minute. So nice on straight, let's see what she can do. Squeeze on the power then. Right pedal up. Right pedal up. On the brakes down, nice and firmly, because we've got a left into a hairpin right, left pedal down, and left pedal down again. That's it, so as it goes round to the right, when we get past this last cone, blend the car onto the newer tarmac, 2 ribbons of tarmac, being the left hand one, to make it easier for your chicane that's going to come up. Squeeze on the power, right pedal up. And all we have to do here, it's nice and open, just lift. Come off your brake pedal, off your brakes, you're going to use the brakes. Back on the power, stay in this ribbon of tarmac, because then we're going to do that on the next one. So we know this chicane's coming up doing there, so we stay here to make it easy for ourselves. Onto the brakes, left pedal down, slot yourself through, that's it.
You barely feel anything with the pedals, do you? It's just a little click and that's it.
Yeah, and it's almost like a switch more than a gear change.
Yeah, it is, yeah. That's what I was looking for, a switch.
Blend yourself over to the left hand side, and then we keep our cones each side again. Right pedal up. That's it, so we know it's off camber, so as we get near it, dab the brakes, left pedal down, and that gives a bit of oomph out the corner then. So release the brake, come off the brake pedal now, start feeding the nice balanced throttle pedal, and then as you start winding your lock, start feeding it in. Off we go. Right the distance, so let's go. Right, yeah, you got it. So through the open left hand is when we start to think about what we're going to do with the brake pedal. So on the brakes now, left pedal down, a bit harder on the brake, pedal down again, just before you get, that's it. That's going to give us a bit more push down here, because this is our second lap of 2. Squeeze on your power now, then let's see what you can get. Pedal up, that's it. Onto the brakes now, because we're carrying more speed, so a bit more braking, and then stay in this gear. So we're on our second lap of 2. We are offering extra laps today, £15, and you can have an extra lap.
Should we do an extra one? Do you mind?
Yeah, of course, yeah. Now you get the hang of it, why not? Right, paddle up, stay in this gear, that's it. So all it is here is a lift, don't come down the gear, just stay in the gear that you're in, slot yourself through, squeeze on the power and exit, stay in the second ribbon at tarmac. Right, paddle up. So we know that the chicane's going to go this way. I'm making life easy by staying over here. So grab on your brake, then do your downshift. So we just do a bit of braking first. So if we're going for a cheeky extra one, we'll stay in the right hand lane and we're going to go round again.
Yeah, I think I could live with one of these.
It's a lovely little car.
The only trouble is I wouldn't want to make. I wouldn't want the.
Yeah.
I've really, since driving the paddle shift.
Right, come on, that's it.
Since driving the paddle shift, I hate the manual gear change now.
You soon get in and get used to it with the cones. So basically, go straight on through that big gap there, and then go round to the right. So we're just going to let one through, that's all. Because he's doing something a bit different to us. Slot yourself back into the cones, wherever you see fit. So there's a nice big, great big gap here. So back on the power now then. On the power. Back on. That's it. On the brakes now, nice and firmly for me. Left pedal down. That's it. And now you get to feel what it's all about. Out to the right we go. Blend over to the left hand side. 2 ribbons at a time. Might squeeze on the power a bit harder. Right, pedal up. So just dab on the brakes. Down one. Off the brake now. Off the brake. And now back on the power again. Easy as that. Stay in the second ribbon at tarmac. Right, pedal up. Really get down, give it now. On the brakes to slow it down. Now you're close and you braked a bit. Left pedal down. There we go. Right, so top pressures as well. And this time we'll blend and come in. Well done, mate. Look, right, soon got the hang of that.
Oh yeah, I
Obviously,
enjoyed
you've
that.
obviously been out your Ferrari earlier.
So yeah, I didn't like the Ferrari. I've got to be.
Just different things, yeah, different cars. They're all good.
Okay, that was the supercar drive day. I feel quite knackered actually, because I was only driving a car. So yeah, I ended up driving a Ferrari. I don't know what model it was, a 360 I think, not sure. And I drove the Audi R8 because I like the R8s, and I hope one day, you never know, might be able to afford a second-hand one. So thought I'd give it a try. Before I forget, thank you to my son James, because this was a Christmas present from him. So thank you very much, James. Yeah, so the Ferrari was a little bit of a disappointment actually. It just wasn't a nice car to drive. It's fast, definitely fast. And I mean, of course, braking and cornering is everything you would expect. But the suspension was very, very hard in it. Steering felt almost more like a sort of an off switch than normal steering. There was a lack of feel to it. You kind of turn the wheel and that was it. It jumped to the left or it jumped to the right, rather than you know, kind of controlled steering. So wasn't too keen on that. I know I've only driven the car a few laps around the track, but there you go. That's my personal feeling on it. The transmission in it felt like a really old-fashioned automatic gearbox, because let's face it, flappy paddle is essentially an automatic and you control the gear change. I know it's got clutch and some of them have got double clutch and it's a computerized that depresses the clutch and changes the gears. I know all that malarkey, but the bottom line is it's automatic. It changes gear, it does the clutch for you. It doesn't change the gears. I know you flick the switch to change the gears. But no, initially on the moving off, it's one of those things you kind of push the pedal down, and then and nothing happens, and then after a second or two the car starts to creep away, and then you push the pedal a little harder, and then it zooms off. So makes it a little bit sort of uncontrollable. Once you're on the move, it's fine. Gear changing when you're on the move, it's perfectly okay. Flappy paddles were a bit kind of like a good old-fashioned British Leyland gearbox, like stirring a bowl of soup with a spoon. They were very kind of loose, a lot of movement in them. So yeah, my personal opinion, I didn't really like the Ferrari. There you go. The Audi R8, I liked that. I got more chance to get comfortable with that than I did. I didn't know the track, obviously, with the Ferrari, and they got all cones everywhere. It was really hard to read where the track goes when you just got cones. So I knew the track layout better on when I went out in the R8, and of course the instructor in the R8, he explained the track much more clearly than the first guy, so that made life a little easier. He explained where to go on the track, which was better. The R8 was much better. It was a much nicer car to drive. Steering was nice, brakes were nice. Brakes on the Ferrari are nice. I thought I'd better get that point in because I didn't mention the brakes in that. Yeah, steering's nice, brakes are nice. The main thing with the flappy paddle change on the R8 is it's on the steering wheel, which means that you can lose them sometimes. It's never where you left it. If you turn the wheel, the gear change is somewhere else. The flappy paddle for the gear change is somewhere else. Yeah, the instructor said the advantage of that is that it makes you more inclined to change gear before a corner, which you should do. You know, I mean, that's 101 driving. You don't change gear when you're going around corners. You change gear before you go around the corner. We all know that one. So yeah, I suppose it aids with that. But the downside on the R8 is the flappy paddles are literally micro switches. So there's very little feel to the pedal, and sometimes you're not sure whether you've actually changed gear or not. When you're pushing it and you change gear, you can feel the gear change. You can really feel it kick you up the arse. But if you're changing gear sort of in normal driving speeds, normal kind of driving scenario, you've got to look at the instrument panel to kind of verify that it did actually change gear when you click the thing. So they could do with a little more feel on the paddles, but you know, that's how it is. And the accelerator is a bit like an on-off switch. And don't get me wrong, it's not like you flat out or that. The accelerator is controllable, but the pedal doesn't seem to move. It doesn't seem to be any movement in it. You know, you're pushing on the pedal and the car's accelerating, but you can't feel the pedal going down, which that doesn't make sense to me. But there you go, that's what it felt like. I don't know what was going on there, but a great day. I enjoyed driving both cars. It's made me appreciate my car much more. Again, my opinion, they're 4-second-ish cars, around the 4-second mark, and I think the Boxster's around just over 6 seconds. Now 2 seconds with 0 to 60 is a massive difference, but they don't really actually feel that much faster. You're not overwhelmed by the power, or at least I wasn't overwhelmed by the power. It's controllable. You know, you're not kind of accelerating and thinking, oh shit, you've got to the bend before you've had time to think about braking. So that's pretty cool. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. Great day. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy the cars. Why does my phone always do that when I'm recording a video? Drives you around a bend. So anyway, great day. I enjoyed myself. I love driving them two cars. You never know, one day I might actually own one. Hope you enjoy the video. Hope you enjoy watching them. Please subscribe. Please like. And of course, you know, feel free to share these videos. I'll see you next time on the next video. Not sure what that's going to be. Probably my holiday. I'm off to Wales for a week in about a month's time. So that's probably going to be the next the next lot of videos what I get up to in Wales. Quite looking forward to driving the cars around some of those mountain roads. That should be pretty damn cool. So there you go. I mean, if there's anything you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments box, and I'll see what I can do. Okay, see you later. Thank you for watching. Bye.